Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. We are going to look at the new Lockwood digital lock, which is called the Lockwood Cortex. It comes in this large box here, and it is quite large. That's a 30 centimeter ruler, so we'll say 30 this way, and about so 300 by 400, and the depth on it is how deep is it? 65. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's actually inside of it. There we go. So there's the box there. Geez, there's a lot of cardboard here. Okay, so there's some cardboard. Here's our instructions. More instructions. User instructions. More cardboard. Fitting template. Okay, so here is your kind of standard mortise lock template. This one here is a 3572 footprint, so it's your standard mortise lock. So we're just going to have a quick look now. So you've got your spindle hole, you've got your cylinder hole, and it looks like there's another cylinder hole here, sorry, loom hole, and then you've got two 10 mil holes at the top and bottom to hold this on. So on top of the cylinder hole you need to put in a loom hole. So basically, if you've already got a 3572 on the door, a standard mortise lock, you'd be needing to add this hole here, this hole, and this hole. So not too many holes to really add. Here's the lock itself. Now they don't come left and right handed. I believe you can actually hand them yourself. So there we go, that's left. Does it flick all the way around? No, but there would be some way to release this in here, I believe. We just try a screwdriver, flat blade screwdriver, pull this down. Yep. Okay, so flat blade screwdriver pulled it down and allowed me to be able to reverse it. This would be for our spindle for our lock. This is for our cylinder, so the cylinder actually goes straight through that, so you can use any type of cylinder you want, and it just slides straight in, which is pretty cool. Then you've got your loom here. This is your loom. I don't know why they asked for such a large big hole when it's really only to put this through. I'd look at it and say you could do that quite easily with a 20 mil hole, but that's okay. Here's your rubber. Now on this particular one I might actually be needing to do a packer or jump packer, and because the door I'm putting it on has a little bit of glass which might interfere. But looking at this lock, it's not actually very wide. 50 mil is the footprint. 50 mil by about 280. 50 mil by 280. So that's not wide at all. I expected a little bit wider. So that's pretty cool. Let's put this rubber back on. So that's the back of the front. Let's look at it again. Okay, there's your spindle drive. That is movable as well. Seems to go round and round and round, so obviously when it's engaged it'll pick up. That's the front of it there. Down the bottom you've got your 9-volt battery you can touch onto, which is quite handy. Just put that over there. Let's do a few more measurements. Let's look at how far this handle protrudes. About 130, and height-wise, say about 50. Okay, so that's the front. Let's put that over there. A lot of cardboard here. At least it's cardboard. There's the back of it there. Once again, you can hand the handle whichever way you want. Connecting wire goes there, and there would be some way to reset this handle if you spin it which way. So that section you shouldn't need to take apart. On this part here, that's where our batteries would go. This cover should actually come off, I would say. There we go, it does come off. So I'm looking at 4 AA batteries, a fitting hole through here. There must be a fitting hole down the bottom here, and there is. So a fitting hole here and a fitting hole at the top. So as far as installation goes, it looks pretty good. That handle can go both ways. It doesn't lock in, so that's easy handing there. The batteries, no mention of what type of batteries or anything, so looks like any type of batteries will do. Pushing that back on. Do some funny type of little catch here to get this on. Once that's on as well, there we go, there is a little screw to attach that, so that can't be removed. So to change the batteries you will need a little screwdriver. Duracell batteries, 4 Duracell batteries, that's cool. Lockwood cylinder, this will be the new one, as you can see on the front there, so this will most likely have the spool pins in it. On the back here it's using this new cam. I'll just quickly show you. It's using this new cam here, X7 cam. Let's have a look at what they've given us here, because most likely some of this will be needed, if not all of it. Okay, so let's have a look here. This is a cylinder extension, and this is to extend it as well. Okay, so those parts there. Comes with a couple of screws, these very tiny little screws. That's for the cylinder. So I'll pop that aside there. That should be fairly straightforward, just measuring your cylinder, making sure it's protruding through the handle and it's working the lock with the correct cam, so that shouldn't be too big a problem. They've gone for some new type of spindles here. They're different from your standard 3572, and your spring would go inside there, the handle would be here, and it'd be pushing into the mortise lock here. So that's okay, we understand all those ones. These, they've given us 2 sets of spindles for different size doors. Okay, these ones here would be to hold on your lock body, screwing from the back to the front. They're nothing special, they just look like a shorter version of the 530 screws. Then they've given us a black little grub screw here with an Allen key. That would be to keep your battery compartment on. And they've also given us one more screw here, which is for the extended cylinder. So I'm just going to grab a bag here. I'm just going to pop all this back in before we lose any of it. So the actual screws and things don't look too complicated. Cardboard. Okay, cards. So each one comes with 2 cards. I believe they're on the 13.5 megahertz range. I haven't zapped them yet to find out, but I do have this tool here. So let me just try this tool here. Let's see if we can get a read on it. Special function to automatic detection. Read fail. So this is more for chips, not for cards. I do have another one for cards, but I wanted to see if there's anything here we can do. Frequency test, special functions. No. So there's no IC card on this one. Trying to renew frequency tester. No, of course that's not going to work. Not frequency. Okay, so I need the other machine to work out what format they're using and things. There's the 2 cards that come with. There's the batteries, and here's the lock. So on first initial glance, everything looks fairly straightforward. Nothing looks too complicated. There's not a lot here that you really have to do to fit it. A couple of extra holes. There's your striker plate, stainless steel striker plate. If you've already got this lock fitted to your door, you'll probably already have one of them. You might not even need to change it. Your instructions, of course. Now this is that new lock, one of the new locks. So it's got that new cam, cylinder retaining pin. And obviously you would need to retain the cylinder using the retaining pin through the lock body, because it slides through the front housing and it's completely separate to the actual digital lock. So you can see it from here that the cylinder goes straight through. There's nothing electronic about that. It's going to be a mechanical key, nothing to do with electronics. Here's the lock itself. So it's this one with the little lock and unlock either side, dead latching. You got all your different handle footprints there. So it is the new one. Taking the new cams shouldn't be any big deal. I'll simply be replacing it for the current lock that they're currently using. It's the same footprint, of course. These mortise locks, the Lockwood mortise locks, are the same. And there's that V cam, or the S7 cam, whichever way you want to look at it. So the mortise lock is straightforward, standard. A lot of these screws we won't be using. Did they rip me off a faceplate? No, they didn't. Here it is. There's faceplate. Faceplate. 3700 series. Spindles we won't be using. Faceplate screws we will be. Lock body screws we will be. And that's all there is really to see there. That's straightforward. So this is the Lockwood Cortex. New digital lock by Lockwood. Looks like a nice lock. We're going to be giving this a test. In the next video I'm actually going to power it up and try the different modes. So this is just a look over to see what's inside the box. Thanks for watching.